Hey, what's up guys? It's me again, back with another action figure review, and today I'm going to be reviewing this Avengers Infinity War Iron Spider figure by SH Figuarts. This figure's been out a while. I wasn't going to pick it up, but I did find it on the cheap, so decided to jump on it. I think it's going for really cheap because they did not use metallic paint. Major flaw in this figure. But the front of the box, you can see most of the figure, some of the accessories, Avengers Infinity War, picture of the Iron Spider, how it should look with the metallic paint. Picture of the figure on the side, very little. Him with some of his option parts, shooting some webs, squinting his eyes, swinging around. The side with an arm, and the front again, so I'll take a second, get him and his accessories out, and we'll have a look at everything. Okay, Iron Spider is out of packaging, and to the top of his head he stands almost 5.5 inches tall. Okay, and for his accessories you get this little piece. This is to peg in his back in case you have a stand to use with him. You get this really long web, and this will go into one of his gripping hands. I like the way these look. I like the spiraled sculpt on them. You get a short web and a long web. And like the other Spider-Man, these go on his wrist pegs, and then you put the hand back on. And I think that's a good design. I think it'll hold it nice and sturdy, and you got to worry about it falling out of his hand or anything. You get this little tool, and it's for shoving his eyes out the back of his head, because you do get a couple extra sets of eyes. These squinted ones, and these ones that are kind of in between the squinted ones and the ones on him. And you can mix and match them, make some expressions if you like. And you get a bunch of different hands. You get these sprawled out wall crawling hands. You get some cowabunga surfs up hands, some rock and roll web shooting hands, and some web holding hands. And he does have fisted hands on him out of packaging. And the best accessory of all, of course, is the Iron Spider legs. These are articulated in several spots, so you get 4 articulated spots on each one. And they will rotate some more than others. And I don't know if they're supposed to at all. Kind of seems like they, I don't know if they are or not. But they do, a little. Okay, so that's all for his accessories. Now I'll compare him to a couple other of the SH Figuarts Marvel figures. On the right, you have the Black Widow from Infinity War, which I think is one of SH Figuarts' better figures ever. Mostly just because of that head sculpt is so on point. Then you have the Spider-Man Homecoming figure. Really nice figure. Everyone said Mafex done him a little better. I don't have the Mafex one, so I can't agree or disagree. Now here he is next to his hero and mine, Iron Man. This is the Mark 50 from Infinity War. And you can see this figure does stand almost a head taller than the Iron Spider, which it should because he's a kid, he's an adult. Okay, so that's all for accessories and comparisons. Now we'll move on to the actual figure. And again, I will just start by pointing out the major flaw in this figure. They did not use metallic paint. In the movie, his suit was just as shiny and metallic and metal as Iron Man's suit. They used metallic paint on this. I know they have it. I know they're capable of using it and doing a good job with it. So what happened here? We already knew in the trailers he had this metallic Iron Spider suit on, so they can't blame that. They didn't know, because they did know, because I knew. If I knew, they knew. But they didn't use it, so let's not harp on that too much. Everything else is pretty good, I have to say. They did use a darker red. It ain't metallic red, but it is a little darker blue. And the figure does look really nice overall. The gold actually does look good with the flat red and blue. And on articulation on this Spider-Man, it's going to be just like the other one. He can look up that far, which is really good actually. Can look down really good as well. His head will go all the way around. His head actually pivots really good too for those confused spider poses. Shoulders are on that butterfly joint. They will fold out. Arms are on a ball joint. They'll go all the way around, no problem. There's no upper bicep swivel, but it will swivel at the shoulder. Good bend at the elbow. Wrists are on a ball joint and a disc. You do have upper ab and lower crunch. I'm just going to use them both at once to get the full motion forward and back. This belt here is a floating piece, so it don't hinder it much. Legs will go forward that much. They'll go back really good because you have all these different cuts. You get upper thigh swivel, really good bend at that knee. Foot goes forward, foot goes back. You do have pivot and toe articulation. So that's all for articulation. I'm going to swap some accessories out, pose him up, and we will wrap this review up. So there he is, posed up with his iron spider legs, shooting some webs, Matrix style. Despite the lack of metallic paint, I say this is a really good figure. It has good articulation, cool accessories, and it is a good price at the moment. So I am very glad I picked it up, especially since I probably won't be getting the Mafex version at its price. Infinity War was such a good movie. I've just been on a tear of Infinity War figures, so glad to add this one. But that is all I have for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave me a like and a comment. Subscribe if you like. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye for now.